welcome back to Awakening TV. I'm heart expert and the author of the book Awakening to Your Story. This week we are talking about dealing with difficult people. Now before we jump in, I want to make sure that you understand that difficult people in your life are actually designed to help you create movement and evolution within your story. That's right, they're there to help you, not hurt you. But we don't always have the time, energy, or patience to navigate through that information, right? That shouldn't stop you from being able to create harmony within your story. So today, we're gonna talk about 3 down and dirty actionables that you can do to create harmony when dealing with difficult people. But know that Awakening TV is all there to help you do those kind of navigating, dealing with deeper issues kind of things, right? Also, Awakening to Your Story, the book, has very practical approaches on how to navigate through information. Now, let's get down and dirty. Let's talk about our question at the table. Do you have tips for dealing with crazy people? I feel like there is so much polarity happening in society right now, and it's becoming more difficult for me not to react to the things that I'm seeing and hearing and the things that people are saying. It can be so in your face. How do you deal with difficult people? Yes. Okay, so if you're gonna bypass digging into the information and navigating your way through, and you just want to create harmony where you are, you wanna cut that cord of negativity, your blood pressure rising, right? That place of reaction, you wanna cut that. These are the 3 down and dirty steps to do. 1, first and foremost, you've gotta shift your perspective, right? When you start to react to someone, it's like the lens of a camera is being zoomed in and all your focus and attention is right there on the challenge at hand, right? As you start to feel your blood pressure rise, as you start to feel that binding down in the situation when dealing with a difficult person, you've got the power. Only you have the power to pull that lens back open and really step into the truth of where you are. Ask yourself the questions, right? Am I okay? In this moment, am I okay? Is their truth really having that great of an impact on me, right? Check it. Can I let them be who they are at the table of humanity? Because we all sit at the table of humanity, right? Can I let them sit in their version of truth and their version of reality so that I can sit in my version of reality, right? Give yourself a little bit of space and a little bit of room. In that moment, every cell of you is reacting. You want to calm it down. I am okay. I am safe. I am sound, right? Deep breath in. I know that my thinking has value. I know that my opinion has value. I know that my truth has value, right? Okay, that if mine does, so does theirs. Just because they're different, just because I'm reacting to it, doesn't mean that they don't have value. I have value, they have value. Start to bring some air into that space, right? Shift that perspective a little bit. Open up the lens of the camera of your heart just a little bit, right? First, hard actionable, shift your perspective. Second hard actionable, this is my favorite. Appreciate something from the other side. Appreciation slices and dices through negativity, right? Now, the other side may never give you the courtesy of doing this to you, so you're going to have to do it to yourself. Even if they will never do this for you, do it for yourself. I appreciate you're really wearing a cool shirt. I appreciate how cool that shirt is, right? Even if you cannot, if you're so wrapped up in what the challenges they're bringing, appreciate something. Start small if you need to. Even if while they're talking, your blood pressure is rising, you started to bring in a little bit of space, right? Then start adding an appreciation. Appreciation is your greatest tool of defense. If you can step in and appreciate something within that human being, you're going to start creating possibility in that space that you're carrying. You can't change other people. You will never be able to change other people, but you can change what it is you're experiencing within your story and your space. Yes? Now, if you're having a really hard time doing this, one of my favorite tricks is seeing the person in front of you, the person that's challenging you, the difficult person, seeing their inner wounded child. We all have them. And there's a good chance that their version of truth that is so reactive to who you are has to do with limiting beliefs that they've adopted along the way, right? So look into their eyes and see the child within them, wanting the love and support and to be seen and appreciated, right? If you can just see and appreciate them in that space, then all of a sudden the lens is opening even farther, right? So find appreciation somewhere in there. Give yourself that kind of power and that kind of space within the challenge, right? So first hard actionable, shift your perspective. Second hard actionable, appreciate something from the other side. And the third hard actionable is know your truth, right? As you're dealing with difficult people, so often we feel like when we're being attacked or challenged or whatever the difficult person is bringing into that space, so often we feel like their opinion, their perspective, their truth will debunk us, right? If they're holding this place of belief and it contradicts my place of belief, then mine cannot possibly be true. I'm sorry, that's not the way that it works. We all have truth within us, and we're all dealing and reacting and responding to our limiting beliefs and our dreams and the things around us, right? We're all on a journey. We're all human and we're all divine trying to figure it out, right? So as you deal with that difficult person, your job is to know your truth. It's unwavering. Just because they're believing one way does not mean that you cannot have your own truth, right? Powerful, powerful. And it doesn't kind of say, whatever, your truth is whatever it is. It's, oh, okay, it's respectful. It's, I know my truth. And I understand that maybe we contradict each other somehow. And I want you to know that I value your place at the table of humanity, and there's got to be some sort of power within that for you. And if we can talk about it, great. And if not, it's all right. I appreciate you, and you're valuable to the table of humanity. That voice is valuable. Do you see how that changes? Right? So it's important for us as we're dealing with difficult people to recognize that it is time for us to own our truth, not argue about it. When you argue with someone, you are actually not creating any kind of movement or evolution. You're just bumping up against each other's information, right? And in that reaction and trying to prove what you believe, you end up clawing at the other person and wounding them even further. You've got to rise within yourself. You've got to step up and go, okay, integrity of heart, right? I've got the perspective change. I've given myself more room with appreciation. And now I know my truth. And from that place, you can respectfully have dialogue. And who knows, we may even be able to bridge the gap between these chasms in our society if we can come to an understanding that every voice is valuable, right? It's time to own your truth, not argue about it. Okay, so those are the 3 down and dirties. Remember, you can always navigate and utilize the information in your path, but if not, you can and always have the possibility of creating harmony and a place of power within any reaction or any action that you have with another human being. Now, I am so grateful for who you are, the messy, crazy, awesome human being that is sitting with me at the table of humanity. Remember, you can always ask me questions. There are no silly questions. This is amazing. Every question that gets brought in, I get to help support you and bring something else to the table of humanity. So if you have any other questions, please feel free to email me at awakeningtoyourstory.com. My email is alicia@awakeningtoyourstory.com. You can always find other episodes at awakeningtoyourstory.com. Until next time, know you are so very valuable, and your expression of truth and life is what the table of humanity needs. So go out, take the high road, and create magic with the people around you. For more support, information, and inspiration, join me at awakeningtoyourstory.com.